When Jacob was scared of butterflies when I first met him. When Zach or Chris or Billy or Brody would get into a heated debate over nothing. And then debate for about 2 hours until one of them was proven wrong by the end of it.
This kind of Connor and Billy at the same time, but it must have been like 3rd grade. We were just messing around at Connor's house. Connor biking down, we had a bike ramp set up in his driveway. Billy just Hail Mary shot, just threw a football from pretty much the Nachman's house and hit Connor square in the head as he got to jump. Connor just ran inside. Of course, Michael with the hair, the M, and then Billy and Zach always wanted to cut it off. Every day they would say that. Oh, Michael, cut off your hair. Just terrible. Brody Shea, of course, just in your face every day, singing lyrics in math class into my ear and creeping me out.
I'll start with Brody, I guess. It's probably when he caved in the roof of Kim Metapace's car. That's pretty funny. Okay, so I remember, I think it was last summer, we were all at Billy's grandparents' beach house, and somehow we got into a debate over if you jumped after like a tower on the beach fell, like right before you hit the ground, if you would live or not. I just remember it was the most like heated debate we ever had, and we wouldn't talk to each other for like 2 days after that. I don't think it ever got resolved, which is kind of strange, but let's not come back to that ever again.
Mine is with Connor. In 9th grade, we drove out to with Billy and Michael, we drove out to the lacrosse state championship because my brother was in it. And on the way back, we just had the funniest car ride of my life. I spit a Cheerio into Connor's mouth, and we all just started hysterically cracking up, and it got to the point where we all couldn't even speak.
But like the worst memory I have with one particular person, Billy, I had a jump in my driveway, and we were all going off of it, and then I go off of it on a bike, and he happens to throw a football at the same time, and it slips out of his hand, and it like hit me in the air.
Oh.
And I like landed, and I wasn't too hurt or anything, but I was really upset about it. I didn't talk with Billy for a while after that.
Oh.
So that was probably, but like, you know.
This is the worst.
Yeah.
Alright.
Memory that comes to mind with Connor is the time I threw that football in like 5th grade that ended our friendship for like a good year or two. And I swear to this day, Connor Brown, I did not mean to hit you in the head with that football. It's a perfect toss. He's on the bike and it just hit him right in the head as soon as he hit the ramp, and he just fell right over. And his mom was pissed at me. We didn't talk for like years. But I still love him, so it's all good. Actually, Zach, it'd probably have to be that time in 6th grade when we were exploring the woods by your house. We were like obsessed with the woods, I don't know why. And like we mapped out this whole area, and we get like every time we went farther and farther. And this one day, like we went behind this building, and we saw like this like vacant like behind this building, and we were like in 6th grade, and so we were like, oh my gosh, like there's drugs here, like these people are bad. So we ran back, and like we were about to call the cops, and then we walked around the building and realized it was the back of Gateway Shopping Center. I felt so stupid.
Alright, well, Bodo, we used to hate his long hair. I just remember me and Billy just like we devised so many plots to try to cut that off, so that was pretty funny. And when he had his glasses on, he looked like a mouse, so that was also kind of funny.
The time we roped off the bridge in Michigan so no one could get through our neighborhood when the other bridge was out of commission.
Kid dies. Can't put it any other way. When he gets tired, that's it. Everyone else is awake and Chris just dies. One time in like 5th grade, we were all sleeping over at Sam May's house, and I think it was probably like 9 o'clock, and Chris was just out on the couch, and Sam May had this stamp in his room that said Sam on it or something like that. It was this blue stamp, and Chris was asleep, and I think we just went up, and Sam literally covered his entire body, like all over his face with like Sam, these stamp Sam. We were just chucking Beanie Babies at him, and he was just out, and we were just cracking up. The next morning, he wakes up, and I remember we're eating pancakes in Sam's kitchen in the morning, and Chris is just like slowly looking at himself and realizing he's covered in stamps, and like he got picked up and left as soon as he noticed, but I think he counted him out. He still knows the number to this day. It was like 32, something like that. I don't even remember. But yeah, Chris just passes out. I don't know. One thing that comes to mind is we were in Conestoga, I think, and for some reason, I don't know how, we all had the idea of just pantsing Jake. So I remember Jake was in this aisle, and very possibly could have been me. I don't remember specifically who it was, but someone ran up and dropped his pants and then pushed him, and he just fell over and he was just butt naked, and he just started chasing us around. That was really funny because it was in a public area. But
I think one time it was over the summer, we were all at the beach, except for Chris. It was like me, Michael, and Jake. And we told him like to come over to my house and we'll be there in like a little bit. And he just went over to my house, my dad there, and like he was there for like 10, 20 minutes just looking around for us. It was kind of fun.
Well, it didn't really work out, but one time, I think it was me, Billy, and someone else, we went to Ding Dong Ditch, this one guy's house, and he came out with his dogs, and so we were all like sitting in the bushes, and we just heard this huge dog bark, and we were like, oh crap, like this is gonna suck. And then I just remember sitting there, and the dog came up and started sniffing at me and like nipping at me, so I was just like, oh crap, and I just ran away as fast as I could, and the guy was like, yeah, you better run. So that didn't really work out, but it was kind of funny.
Connor. Best quality, he's my oldest friend.
Zach.
He's hilarious in a goofy type of way. And that's good. And worst is he doesn't come out enough. He stays in too much.
Billy.
Best quality is he's up for doing anything. Worst is he's so impulsive.
Brody.
Brody. Best is I guess he's always up for hanging out with anyone. Worst is he is never around with everyone.
Michael's worst quality is his face. His best quality. Connor's best quality is he's pretty relaxed all the time. It's kind of cool. Connor's best quality is he's pretty relaxed all the time. It's kind of cool. Billy's best quality is just being funny, being Billy. Brody can get his alcohol.
Of each person.
Yeah.
As Jake, he's really smart. But he can be a jackass sometimes. But I love him. Great guy. Michael, just a great kid. Nothing bad to say about Michael. I don't know, Chris is really smart too. He's really aggressive though. That could be his downside, but that's also a good thing with him. Billy, he's really good instinctively. He's got good instincts, but he can act too impulsively, I guess. I don't know. Who else is up?
Zach and Brody.
Zach's he's good morally, got good morals. It's hard to think of the down. I feel like I'm just making stuff up for the bad part, but I don't know. Zach doesn't have any bad qualities either. Him and Michael are good.
And Brody.
Brody's just, I don't know, he's a great guy to talk to. He's always been a good guy to talk to.
Billy's got to be just the randomness factor, just going nuts. And then I guess that's also the worst because you never know where he is at any time. Connor is always just so chill. He's just great. Just always someone you can hang out with. Bad. Can't say anything bad about Connor. You just can't. Michael. Just. probably one of the kids who just doesn't care about anything that comes his way. I guess he gets that from being short and then just taking it all the time. He's a great kid. But then he just doesn't talk to us, man. Anything. There's nothing deep in Michael. I don't understand. Zach, his stubborn streak. Oh my God. Zach and his stubbornness. He'll attest to that. And then, good about Zach. I don't know, I just hang out with him all the time, just with everything, all the different activities, karate, rugby, everything. Brody, always been like the guy on the outside, the big shot, lacrosse player, row. But then, at the same time, he's just one of the neighborhood. That it?
Yeah.
Everybody?
That's everyone. Jacob, Michael. Oh, Jacob.
Jake. He's the quiet one.
Mm-hmm.
Used to be. He's not anymore. It's weird. He's not quiet anymore. But yeah, he used to be the quiet one. Now he's just hilarious all over the place. And his just comments come out of nowhere whenever we're in a conversation. It's just the most out of the ballpark, just random things that are hilarious.
Best quality, I'll start with Jake. Best quality, there's so many to choose from. He definitely knows how to stick up for himself, and when he's ever whenever he doesn't agree with anything, he'll let you know, and it'll get him far in life, definitely. And especially because Jake kind of used to be shyer, and now he's really starting to come out. Worst quality about Jake? Probably lactose intolerant. Sorry. And let's see, next one. Chris. Best quality about Chris, extremely hard worker. I had math with him this year, and he's just a freaking genius. Worst quality, I don't know, there's not really any bad qualities about any of the neighborhood kids, so I'll just say good qualities.
Okay.
Let's see, Zach just always knows how to cheer you up. Whenever you're down, he just knows exactly what to say to get you in that kind of goofy Zach Archibald kind of mood. See, Connor. I don't know, Connor and Zach are kind of the same. They always just know how to make you smile, and they always know how to cheer you up and get you into that perfect mood. I mean, they always know how to be there for you. Bodo. Okay, they're all gonna see this tomorrow, aren't they? Yeah. Best quality about Bodo. Well, maybe you can hear that laugh right in there. I don't know. He's always. Bodo's just a great companion, and he's always there to I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. Can you press pause? I don't know what to say.
Best quality about Jake, he's really smart. Worst quality about Jake, he's really smart. Goes hand in hand. Let me think. Best quality about Zach, he's got a classic sense of humor. Worst quality about Zach, he'll just get in dumb arguments, and you'll get heated about it too, about the stupidest things. It'll be about a word, if it's even a word in a dictionary, and we'll just go off, and I'll get so into it. Chris, best quality about Chris, I don't know, smart, likes to wrestle around, fun to play sports with. Worst quality about Chris, he just dies at night. Kid dies, can't put it any other way. When he gets tired, that's it. Everyone else is awake and Chris just dies. Best quality about Michael, just Michael Bodo. Can't hate him. I don't know, he's just a likable guy, classic friend. Worst quality about Michael? Pickiest eater I've ever met. Doesn't eat shit. He's missing out on life. I feel bad for him. He's not gonna get far.
And Brody.
Best quality about Brody? I don't know. Brody's a good guy. I like hanging out with Brody. He's just fun to hang out with. When we get an idea, we just go. He just gets me riled up. Worst quality? I think sometimes people can get in his head too much. And, girls. He gets way too affected by the ladies. I don't know, that guy needs to figure out his situation with that. All I'm saying is, Brody, you'll be 19 and she'll be 15 for one day, and that is a little messed up. Keep it yours, everyone.
Billy, let's start with him. He's hilarious, but he's also kind of stubborn sometimes. Chris, I'm trying to think. I don't know. This sucks.
I know.
You're having so much fun. Bodo is just short. What about him? He's just lazy. That's the bad thing about him. But he's pretty funny too. Jake is hilarious, but he's like too reserved, too much. I want to break loose more because he's hilarious when he does that. You are editing this, right? Like you're not.
I remember, like, just being kids, I don't know. When we used to, like, make spears and stuff, that's probably the funnest activity. Oh, alright, at Young Life one time, I was on the back of Brody's truck, just holding onto it, and then Chris didn't have his license at the time, but he decided to get in the car and just start driving. And I was just holding onto the back of the truck, and he went 50 doing donuts in the back of McDonald's, and I almost fell off. Would have died, but it was pretty crazy.
Probably one of the times we went to Valley Forge Middle School and stood on the roof at like 3 in the morning.
For most of us, I'd probably say just hanging out at the creek. I mean, we were all down there all the time, fishing, building moats, building dams, messing up the entire creek system, charging all the way up to Glen Hardy, ice skating on the creek, making little plastic or popsicle stick boats, floating down, throwing rocks at them. Endless fun at the creek. I forget who was there. I know Billy was there, I know Jake was there. I don't even know I should be saying this, whatever. Probably sophomore year, middle of the night, we all went out and we just climbed the middle school. We got like our t-shirts on our head, tied around like ninja masks, we just climbed it, and it was just so much fun. It was dark, pitch black, just running on the roof all around. That was pretty nuts. That was nuts.
The party we had here was pretty cool.
8th grade, the Halloween party you guys had here, and we were all doing like helium in your garage, and then we all decided to like run around the neighborhood after that in our costumes and stuff. And I remember one time I actually like we were ding dong ditching Billy's neighbor, and I tripped and fell, and like everyone got like really serious, and they had to like take me home. But I don't know, we'd always like run around the neighborhood and stuff, and that was always. We jumped over a car, and I actually dented it, and kind of broke into someone's house. I'm not saying whose, but we did it. Sorry, I don't think I should have said that.
Alright.
I took your spot in Vegas. That was awesome. That was just hands down. Dad knew how to show Jake and I a good time, even though Daddy didn't know.
I've done. Probably that time we killed that person. And then, We had that. No, I don't know. For some reason, at night, we had turbans on, and I remember Brody was there, and we were about to leave, and I turn over and I just look at Brody, and he's just holding this silver key, and we're just like. So he just puts it in the mudroom, and the door just creaks opens, and then we just walk right in. I'm not saying anything else. The rest is classified. Whoever was there knows what happened. Connor and Brody, you're messed up people. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm gonna say. The rest is classified.
The creek. The creek was amazing. We spent like so many hours. We literally altered the way that creek flows. When we went skitching that one time when it snowed and Mr. Nachman, I think Mr. Brown, tugged us on the sleds behind the car. And then we almost hit another car, but Mr. Nachman was like, it's fine. And the guy was getting so pissed because it was really about to hit it, but we didn't, so. Billy, Chris, and I go backpacking a lot, so all the places we go with that those are pretty cool. I think the skateboarding phase for all of us, that was really weird. None of us were good at it. We probably should have quit that really early. The nerd club, that was weird. Shouldn't have done that. I mean, that's probably it.
We had a nerd club. We had a nerd club for a while. That was definitely, absolutely the weirdest case we've gone through. No doubt about it.
Probably pretend animals, because that was just really strange.
Long hair phase, hands down. Look at all the photos. Looks like we had mops on our head.
We had a nerd phase for a while. I think Zach had a birthday party where it was nerd themed, and we all had big fat rimmed glasses with like tape on it. That was a weird thing. We had pocket protectors. It was a weird birthday. Connor had a Harry Potter birthday. That was also weird. We had to find snitches in the grass, and they were just like gold painted eggs or golf balls. That was an odd one. And then we all had our made up animal streak.
The long hair skateboarding phase, I guess. It's so weird it is. I'd have to say. Alright, Jake's a gerbil or a hamster. Zach's a koala bear or a missing link, we're not sure. Billy's an orangutan. Chris is some sort of like bear, polar bear, panda bear. And then Michael, a rat, I hate to say it, or a mouse, he's a mouse. Good one. And then I'll say I'm a fox. That's what it is.
Does Billy or Brody have an animal?
Billy was an orangutan.
Oh, yeah.
Brody, I don't even know what his animal would be. That's what.
Okay.
I guess he'd be just something big. Just a brute. He's just a brute.
Let's see. Billy. He's a goat. Connor's a fox, obviously. Chris is a dog. Michael's gotta go with a troll. Brody's a shark. Zach's a giraffe. Is that everybody?
Jake's a gerbil. Gotta be. Michael, hamster or mouse, something like that. Zach, either a giraffe or just a missing link. We could never figure it out. We just don't know what Zach is. Billy. What is Billy? I don't know. Come back to Billy. Connor is just a fox. Connor's a fox all the way. Brody, just a lion. When he had the flow going, just a lion's mane. It's hilarious. Billy. Just like a gazelle. I don't even know.
I think Chris kind of looks like a bear. Archibald looks kind of like a pelican. I don't know. Bodo looks like a gremlin. Jake kind of looks like a rat. Connor looks like a panther. And Billy, cheetah maybe? I don't know. Does Billy look like? Yeah, maybe a cheetah.
Oh, I know this by heart. Let's see. Michael used to be a mouse, eventually evolved into some sort of rat-like creature. Brody is a lion / polar bear, but mostly a lion. Zach is a camel. / giraffe sometimes. Connor Brown's a red fox, always was, always will be. And Chris, I don't know, Chris is kind of a missing link. He's kind of like a weird walrus seal thing. I don't know. Chris, you're weird. I don't know. Is that everyone?
Jacob and Michael.
Oh, Jake. Jake's a hamster.
Yes. Alright, Billy is a gorilla. Chris, I would say, is like a killer whale. Connor, a zebra. No, not a zebra. Giraffe, maybe. Just, I don't know why. Bodo, a hamster or a mouse. Something like that. No. Alright, yeah, that's probably right. Jake, definitely a hamster. And Brody, what would he be? Brody's a lion, for sure. Connor's a fox.
Jake and Chris are definitely going to be some sort of engineer. Or Chris maybe like some CEO or something. Michael, I could see being an engineer too, working somewhere. Or being an accountant like his dad. I could definitely see that. Zach, definitely a ministry leader or something. Brody, workout specialist. He's going to develop some sort of like P90X or something like that. Some whey protein or something. Billy, I don't know, car salesman or something. I don't know. He's a salesman, I think.
And what do you see yourself doing?
I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea, Beth. I have no idea. Don't ask me that question.
Connor's just going to be like a business mogul. He's just going to dominate the business world. Jake, if he keeps up with the guitar, he needs to make a band. I don't know why he never made a band yet, but he needs to get on that. I could be a musician. That'd be sweet. Michael, I can see Michael going anywhere. I don't know. I guess he's doing biomedical engineering in college, but I could see him really being just like a business guru or like a networking guy because he makes all the friends. He's friends everywhere. It doesn't make any sense. Billy, I can see Billy being a stuntman or something like that. Zach's gonna run a company, don't know what it is, but he always likes to be in control and be the leader, so that's what he'll do. Then Brody, what's Brody gonna do? I don't even know, man. Brody's gonna be a pro lacrosse player all the way. I have no idea. Don't put that in. And then me, I don't know. An engineer? That's so vague. I have no idea.
Jacob will be playing his guitar somewhere, something possibly.
Michael, yeah, what do you think you'll do?
Something in engineering or medical wise, but I don't actually know. Connor will be sitting on a beach somewhere, having a good time.
Zach
will be a priest.
Chris
will be doing sales.
Billy
will be one of 3 places. One of 4 places. In jail, sitting on the beach, living like a bum, still going to school, or he will he'll still be doing what he's doing now.
Which is?
Being crazy and impulsive.
Alright, and what about Brody?
Brody will be I don't know what Brody will be doing. He'll be doing something similar. He'll be trying to play hockey and lacrosse, so even though he won't be able to, because he'll be old. Most likely fat. But he'll try.
What about like for a living? That's gonna be his living.
It's gonna be his living. He's gonna be a fat dad. Try to play hockey and lacrosse.
Jake, gonna work with NASA. Chris and Zach are probably gonna be engineers. Actually, Zach I can see being a minister. I think that'd be great for him. Chris, engineer, definitely. Bodo's gonna be. I have no idea. Bodo is gonna be like meathead. Powerlifter, yeah. No. Bodo's gonna be like the head of some corporation and not doing any work, but make a lot of money. That's all I can say, because that just describes Bodo. Putting minimal effort and making a lot of money. Let's see, who else? Billy. Army. It's perfect for him. And me. I don't know. I want to work with something like chemistry, so hopefully I'll be like a chemical engineer or something.
Brody will probably be a male stripper at whatever that place is called. What is it called? It starts with C? Chippendales. Yeah, that's where Brody's gonna work in the future. Billy might work there too. That Chris will, I guess, be a mechanical engineer, so that's what he's majoring in. Michael will probably live under a bridge somewhere. Think Connor will be some sort of businessman, I don't know. Zach will be probably helping people somewhere. And I'll probably get involved heavily in some like big drug cartel or something.
I think Michael might go down the medical field or some kind of scientific thing with his little Lehigh experiments on the yeast. I don't know. I'll see. I can see him doing something like that. Jake, I have no idea. Something mathematical, crazy. Same with Chris. Philosophical, maybe. Connor, I see Connor going in something crazy, political, because he goes off about that stuff. And he knows what he's talking about. Brody, definitely a CEO of some company when he's young. But he's going to try and keep in shape. But eventually, his slow metabolism will catch up with him and he will put on a lot of pounds. Connor's going to be bald and become very hairy. We've already done that. Bodo, you were born with a receding hairline. I'm sorry, you're going to go bald. Zach, let's see. I don't know. I don't know what Zach's going to do. I have no idea what he's studying. But I think he'll always stay skinny. You always pat him on the back and be able to, like, just like, your hand will just go in. Just, there's nothing there. Myself, another question mark. I have no idea. It's just a, could go anywhere. I'm over here. I'm over here.
Alright, Bodo, I don't know why, I kind of see him as like a miner, like a coal mine. I can just see him coming out of the mines, just like, alright, let's go. And then, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, Chris, some sort of engineer, like cars or planes or something. This is good stuff. Connor's like an accountant. Like, I just see him just like crunching numbers. Brody, just like a fitness expert, because he's always like at the gym. Jake is going to be in a band on the side, but he will also be doing something else business-wise.
They're all
That's okay.
good. I love them all. They're all the best. I don't know.